How did AB get started? I was on a bear hunt in Wyoming a number of years ago and had a young son with me, and it was one of his first trips. I had a Weatherby 3378. It's a round that's known to have a nasty overblast and kind of obnoxious. And a friend of mine let me borrow a suppressor, and it was just a typical stainless steel, all forward, kind of long and really heavy. I dealt with that for the week, and getting in and out of a blind, it was obnoxious. I love the fact that it took the concussion out of the blast. I love the fact that it suppressed the load, but I just knew there could be a better way. And with our knowledge of turbochargers and turbine engines, I looked at this thing for about a week and thought, well, we've got to do this differently. A few years went by and we had done 40, 50 different designs, and we were still doing the turbochargers and the turbo machinery really hard. And it just started being something that we really enjoyed. There we went, and we decided to go into the suppressor market and start actually manufacturing them. So when we decided that this is what we were going to do, we knew that in order to do the R&D properly, we had to have the right equipment to do so. So we actually bought a dedicated machine just for R&D, a DMG Mori NLX 2500 SY. So it's a dual spindle machine with milling capabilities and a Y-axis. And the reason that we did this was, there's one thing to design a product and then to send it out, have somebody else machine it, bring it back in, do testing, and then make a tweak to it and try to resend it out. Well, every time you do that cycle, you could have 6 to 8 weeks by the time that you draw the part, you send it out for bid, you issue the PO, they manufacture it, and you bring it in-house. By having this piece of equipment, it allowed us to do 4 to, I think, 6 revisions a day. You leave the machine set up, we want to change a radius, we want to change a bore diameter, we want to change an angle or a chamfer. We could turn right around, make a few parts, we could weld them together, we could go right to the shooting range and we could test it. And based on those results, turn right around and make another set. So it really accelerated our learning curve and allowed us to rapidly develop the systems that we have now. One of the things that I get asked is people say, well, you make it in-house? Well, yes, we have a 16,000 square foot facility with a machining department, a welding department, a Cerakoting department, a blasting department, an inventory department. It's assumed that everybody makes stuff in-house. And if you look at the suppressor industry, I think you'll be surprised of how many people just get a completed product shipped to their door that they didn't control the process on. And they smack a label on it, and they do some neat social media stuff, and they sell it. As a consumer, do you want to buy a product that's built by the company, that it's their blood, sweat, and tears literally that go into this? Or do you want to buy the product from a company that buys it from the lowest bidder? That doesn't work out all the time. You can look at the roads we drive on every day. Lowest bidder is not always a good thing to do. But if you're not making your own product and you're outsourcing it, you're looking at profit. And that's not what we do here. We build it ourselves to make sure it's done right.